Last week on Trope RPG.
Another terrified recruit.
Oh, can I be a dog?
No! It appears sort of blending from a camouflage cloak from... Gives me a large sort of shell just cracks open inside this cave. It has sort of iridescent blood, a strange sort of diesel metallic smell to it. You put it all over your body.
Yeah. And then I go like this.
I will say, it can no longer see you.
The patriotic thing to do is to save sausage.
You see sort of ancient tales of these aliens coming down and hunting for support. And you start to notice almost metallic panels, slightly pocked. You're not alone in this room. Shit. The control panel opens up as its camouflage drops and steps out. It lunges at this dog.
No!
You cartwheel in the air. You shit yourself and fall.
Good ideas.
Underneath this dog's rib cage.
Yep.
And you watch as the floor gives way underneath it and it just drops into a hole and you feel an immense velocity underneath you as you rocket up.
Oh, man.
And you watch the world drop below you as you fly up into space. Welcome back to Trope RPG, where a bunch of chaotic comedians roleplay through your favorite movie genres. This is the fourth and final episode of Stalker.
R.I.P. Demi once again.
Yep.
Yes,
R.I.P.
Mr. T-shirt.
Yep.
Devastating, but at least dinner's sorted for the group.
Yeah.
At the very least, that's the only positive I can draw from this.
Would you like this over there?
Yeah.
There you go.
But we're up in space.
We're up in space.
Yeah, that's been fun. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very
How
cool.
the fuck am I gonna get back into the game if you guys are off in space?
Well, I'm sure Matthew has something planned. Please tell me. Please say you have something planned.
Demi's flown from Sydney.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Figure it out. I would like to.
You guys talk for a little bit.
I'd like to just acknowledge that now we've been sitting together for 3-4 hours. I truly the Austin Powers costumes. I forgot you were wearing them.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
I genuinely, the immersion has been incredible.
Yes. I really like Cardy, you really do look a lot like Prince. It's really nice.
great.
When you take the glasses off, it's the earring as well.
Yeah.
Is it sad to put the? Do you not want to put?
I don't like wearing the glasses, no.
You can be Prince.
I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy them.
I enjoy them
no.
still to be Prince.
Demi, because I don't want her to. You don't pull that face when I betray you.
What face? What face?
Oh, sorry, that's just the way.
Oh, right. How I was looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your betrayed face? It's like, never sees it coming. Oh, so yeah, you managed to slay. You managed to slay another alien.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, sorry, I left a real break.
You're actually serving cunt cards.
To serve cunt.
So just to be clear, we've killed Baby, and we've killed one of the trio.
Yeah.
And
there's two remaining.
And there's
That's
two
right.
remaining, and one fled like a cow.
One fled.
One just fled like a cow.
But their feet are bleeding.
Yeah.
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 Seems to be.
But we're going up to the bloody moon.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, you descended low into a cave, but it seemed like it at some point turned into some, you imagine, long dormant alien spacecraft there that has been launched up into the atmosphere.
Which is too much for Rondo to understand. He's going, but we were under the ground. We're above the mountains.
You guys.
I think that's a great time to rejoin back in the sort of now much more transformed technological room of this spacecraft. You can sort of feel like the atmosphere has changed around you. It's much drier.
Wow.
It's scentless in here. And as you have sort of flown high above, you know that there was there's still like vines attached on the outside of the windows that have like burned away as the atmosphere has come up. There must have been some sort of crevasse or something that this deep spacecraft rocketed out of, moving some of the earth that must have been laying over the top of it. But yeah, you were up in space. Mr. T-shirt is
Rip.
gone.
Oh, rip.
Been skinned
Rip.
and eaten. Rip.
Rip. T-shirt.
Rip T-shirt.
Rip. R.I.P. Rip. You guys like it better.
Oh, is this how I ask for whenever I cut to the ad? I'm always like,
But you've been skinned and quartered, and we're eating the
Yes,
flesh
of
of Mr. T-shirt.
Well,
Are you?
we need the protein.
Yeah.
we need the
If we're
protein.
going to defeat an alien, we need to have, some sustenance.
Yeah.
And then you open up the like medical barrel on his neck, and you're like, well, we don't want egg salad sandwiches, so like.
I will say you do notice as like more of this room is sort of, it's almost like the ship is waking up as it's like panels sliding into place, like shifting the dirt, grime, and all sorts of stuff that's built up over millennia. You see like appearing in a sort of stasis pod, almost like a prison chamber that is now awakening. Demi, we find you a new character.
Hello.
As you've got through all of the terrified
Prepared.
recruits
Yeah.
that have, you are the UBERMAN. A soldier that has gotten lost.
Oh.
A renowned hero. A veteran that you would all know well. Demi, tell us what we see.
Played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Nice. They're naked because is it a stasis pod or is it like goo?
We can say goo as you. That's again Austin Powers. You're riding
Yeah.
with goo. Yep.
With a huge bush
Okay. Great.
and and sort of like what's the freaking guy? There's a movie. The man puts a hole in a head and he's like, "I'll flip my damn coin for you, baby."
Does anybody know?
What? Are you talking about twins?
Yeah, it's twins.
Can you, for those of us who haven't seen Twins?
Yeah.
I don't think it's twins.
Yeah, me neither, but no one else said anything. Fuck, I'm just trying to keep this moving.
I had to say something.
Come on.
Like, it's got Tommy Lee Jones in it, and he's like,
Okay.
heads or tails.
Oh, Batman wearing his
Forever.
Two-Face?
Fucking Batman.
No Country for Old Men.
That one. Yes.
Okay.
Country for Old Men. Thank you.
But it's
It's got a Javier Bardem haircut, like
Kind of bowl cut.
yeah, kind of bowl cut.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
kind of bowl cut situation.
Yeah.
In same physicality, are you like
Yeah.
Hey, Frindle.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That.
glistening giant bush, bowl haircut,
Yes.
ripped?
Yeah, pretty ripped.
like a He-Man.
yeah.
Like a He-Man
In
situation.
that way where you're like, oh man, I don't really like you having muscles.
Okay.
What are you gonna do
unnaturally,
with them?
unnaturally muscly.
Because we
Yeah.
know of this Uberman.
Yeah,
Do we
you-
know his name?
Yeah. What's his name?
Walmart Mastercard.
Walmart Mastercard is his name. He actually forgoed a name for his code name, which he adopted. Which is
Walmart Mastercard.
Walmart Mastercard. You all recognize him.
Yeah,
in an
Rondo
instant.
drops to his knees and goes, "Oh my God, I never thought I'd see him again."
How does it? How do I do an Arnold Schwarzenegger?
You, I put on that sheet. It's played by Arnie, but you
Okay.
don't have to do an Arnie if you don't
Okay.
want.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna. Am I German?
Do what
You
want.
do what you want.
Okay. And am I awake?
You are waking up. Yeah.
Oh my god, where the hell am I?
You see him. He's awoken from the goo, and you like put your hands against the glass. He's sort of trapped in there.
Do you know what? I feel like I'm always trapped in goo whenever I wake up. This happens every time.
Walmart Mastercard.
Hello.
Where have you been all these years?
I'm just trapped in goo. Look at where I am. This is mostly.
We got a free Mastercard.
I punch as hard as I can. I punch the glass to try and free Walmart Mastercard.
Oh, I bloody hope this is that windshield glass that isn't going to spark me in my gut. So we don't have any more pieces of paper.
Well, if we
Just be careful, I'm going to move to the back.
Yeah, get moved to the back of the goo.
See to the
There
back of
I
the
go.
goo. Can you give me an adrenaline of 5?
I sure did. It's a 9.
It's a 9. You smash into it, and both of you are there to catch Walmart Mastercard as he falls out.
Oh, I'm all slippery.
Oh, yes, you are. I gotta grab onto this
We
bush.
gently slide all the goo, all the goo off Walmart Mastercard.
Now I'll say to you, Colonel Sanders, because of your role earlier to understand the control panel, and because you've now seen one of these aliens, one of these stalkers, use it, I'll say that you understand, you intuit how to use this control panel for what you need to do.
Cool.
Does anybody have a rag? Does anybody have a rag for my penis? or
You
something?
want
I can-
a loincloth?
Yes.
Okay, I tear a bit off my jacket and like a golem-esque like
thank
cloth
you so
around.
much, yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's only on the front. I got full buns.
Oh
on the
yeah,
back.
absolutely. For everyone's.
So
Yeah.
just a strip just hanging over.
And
Yeah, pretty much.
in the
Bush
movie
creeping around the
version,
sides.
it swings exactly where the dick would be.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
uncanny.
completely.
So
Yeah.
I turn to my crew. I say, well, we could head through that door and kill me some aliens, or, well, I don't know what the other options are. What do we do?
We're gonna go in there and go head to toe, face to ass with these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We're going face to ass.
Yeah. Yeah. I certainly hope
Hell
so.
yeah.
I hope for some collateral. Colonel, do you remember the destruction code that one of those robot alien motherfuckers coded into themselves earlier on?
Because of my photographic memory,
Yes.
I remember it exactly.
Why don't you plug it into that console over there and see if we can take this sucker out of the sky?
We'd be going with it. Maybe. Well, there's half an hour left in the episode, so we'll see how this goes.
Your nose bleeds slightly.
Someone's got something to live for.
Well, let's do it.
Sure. You plug in the code. You
Yeah.
quickly.
By the way, because he's so smart, it is 50.
It's 50 numericals.
Yeah, of a language I don't understand, but I'm so smart that it's like...
It's
yeah.
way harder than remembering 11 herbs and spices.
Oh, yeah, it's a different part of the brain.
And as you key it in, you also notice, like, midway through getting this key done, it also brings up, like, a hologram of the ship. And it's, like, initiating self-destruct sequence, but it's actually just going... And you see it's pulling up, like, a schematic showing every different room in this spaceship. You see the walls sort of moving around to form like a new chamber somewhere lower in the ship. You also see like what appears to be I'd say like with your spice work that you've done, you can read this language and you can see the
Spice work, you know, they
Yeah,
just
it makes
selected
sense.
7 spices.
7 spices.
That's all that spice work.
This alien language is mostly around spices because they have a society that is built on smells.
Wow, of course.
You don't think that's written down here? But you can tell that there is an armory that's also moving around, that's being like shuffled around.
Can you check?
Did you finish the self-destruct? You've got a timer on it?
Yeah.
And check for escape pods, brother.
Oh, yeah, I do that really quick. It's like oregano or some shit.
Are there any escape pods?
All right.
There's 3. Makes you think.
Well, I would have just worked out.
No, we don't know that you won't be one of them. Don't assume. Don't
Alright, I
assume.
feel like you've got a stronger bond with each other.
No.
No. Don't worry about it. If we have to sacrifice, we will be sacrificing Uberman. There's a lot of goo in his ears, so we can't quite hear us now.
How's it been while I've been in goo?
Good, brother.
Alright.
Now let's go kill these sons of bitches.
Are we trying to save the host?
Oh my
Mr.
God,
Sausage?
him.
Oh yeah, Mr.
Sausage and fuck off and then let's leave these guys blow up, or?
Yes. I'll share a pod with Mr. Sausage.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because I am the thinnest of us all.
All right.
And who's going to share with Walmart?
We can figure it out when we go.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, once we get there.
That's truly the energy of like we're all driving up to like a holiday house or Airbnb or something, and someone in the chat is like, "And who can I get a ride with anyone?" Like, oh, figure it out. Figure it out on the day.
Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah.
You know, there's actually, you just send them the train time.
There's other ways.
There's other ways to
There's
get
other.
there.
It's only a
Man,
50-minute
I think
walk.
there might be a spaceship or something somewhere. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
How much time do you put on self-destruct?
Oh, 20 minutes.
Okay, so it starts counting down.
Well, let's make our way to the armory.
Can we sprint in like perfect synchronicity?
Yeah.
Sure. Like all like side by side as you're
Exactly.
moving.
Yeah.
You're like flat, perfectly hiding your dick as
Perfectly
it
hiding
goes.
my penis.
As you continue onwards, you skid around a corner. You do see this armory just like locks into place, and you're able to get in there using the directions that you gained from that panel. What sort of... I will also say, as you're running down that corridor, you hear the screams emanating from deeper in the ship. You're like, I knew they'd abandoned me! I can't believe this!
That's the sausage.
But as you hear that, you see a manner of different weapons on this wall. A couple of which you recognize. One that can remove, like a bunch of them that can remove skin. Blades that slide out from the arms. Explosives. What are you looking for?
With the weapon that can, and they have a second weapon that can remove skin, and it's that glass table Jimmy Fallon fell into and gloved his finger.
Ew, that's disgusting.
This has been a gory episode. That's so awful.
Sorry. He's a bad guy, sort of, apparently, so it doesn't matter.
But that glass table is there.
Yeah.
And then next to that's the glass table from Mulholland Drive, where the person falls into it and splits their head open.
There's a lot of glass tables.
tables.
There's a lot of glass tables.
Brando, I'll give you the first pick.
I picked the closest thing to me.
Oh, well.
You grab it. You're not sure what this does.
Cool.
Do you want to test it out, or you just?
Yeah. Oh, what does it look like?
It looks like sort of a long rod. It's got like a wider end at the end and like sort of a slit. It has like a button at the handle.
I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm not gonna use it.
That'd be a nice surprise.
Put it away. It was right by the door of this room.
Yeah. Huh. So could it possibly just be like a doorstop?
Not sure.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I grab two big gloves, two big things, and make my mitts real big.
Like Hulk gloves.
Yeah, like big Hulk gloves.
Yeah, big giant Hulk glove.
Yeah. Do I get to say what they do, or do you tell me what they do?
We can figure it out together, Mo.
All right, sick. Because I'd like them to be like Whiplash in Iron Man 2,
That's cool.
where big things come out,
let's see.
and they got electricity whips on them. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? We'll say yes.
And they're soft on the inside, so when I touch, it feels good.
Wait, so they're soft on the inside.
Feels
so
good.
It feels good to your hands on the inside, but as you touch yourself, it is like electrical whips on the outside. Okay, so you
And that feels good.
you see Gruber, fat cheek, Crushnballs, lightly tasing himself in the corner with like a pair of like gloves that you've used to electrify yourself. Walmart Mastercard.
Hi.
What are you reaching for?
Just give me like a shape. What is it? What is their shape?
Any shape?
And yeah.
Sure. There's a square. There's a cube. There's a cube there,
Cube.
and it's got many sides to it. It seems like it was freshly manufactured by a
How many sides?
that it's in like it's almost like there's a 3D printer there, mechanical, and as it sort of like prints out what appears to be like a Rubik's cube, but with many metallical sides. We're gonna cut to an ad break. And we return back, and you see this Rubik's cube presented in front of you, like fresh, steaming from this 3D printer. You take it?
Yep.
Cool. I mean, you don't know.
I don't know.
Great.
I like to grab that 3D printer.
Okay. Colonel Sanders goes up.
Weapons is what I'm hearing.
Unlimited.
You start tearing it off the
Printer,
wall.
I'm unlimited. And it's heavy.
It's heavy.
But
Yeah,
also considering, I mean, this is future tech, because if we're in the 80s, the 3D printer is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So,
You're right. That's what's wild about today.
yeah. I saw the craziest thing today. and I take the printer knowing that I might be able to print other weapons as we continue our adventure.
Very good.
Great. And is there anything else you'd like to do in this armor? You see like a testing range, like a
testing range.
Yeah, there seems to be like.
Well, if there's a testing range, I hate to see it unused. And I go over and I point. So it's like I got a baton with a button at one end.
a baton, and then it's sort of like a sort of it's almost like a T with like a button at the skinny end.
Okay, I take the skinny end
Crucifix.
and I point it at the target range and I press the button. Oh, it's a vacuum cleaner. Yeah.
That's just a Dyson V12.
Excellent.
In the 80s,
Maybe get something else.
Ground, yeah.
Are there any helmets?
There are no helmets, but there are a bunch of like neck guards.
I would love to grab a neck guard.
Neck guard.
You put it on, and it fully encases the front of your face, so you can't see out.
Well, I'll take it off.
Like, well, you're putting on equipment. You're putting on equipment for a worm that I described that does not have a head. It just goes straight up, and then it's
But
mouth.
yes, I can't say so. I take it off. I go, not for me.
it didn't fit.
Well, I'm gonna put it around my muscular thighs. Then I'm gonna wear
that's
two.
Sure, and you sort of start scanning.
I put the thing down and I go, you know what, guys? I think I've had something this entire time. I reach into my pocket and I go like this. But then after I go, no,
You flip them off.
I flip them off and I pull out the firecracker that once belonged to Bobo.
Bobo.
This is gonna do just fine.
Wow.
That's what Bobo would have wanted.
You hear a voice at the end of the chamber, at the end of the testing range, goes, "Thanks for not doing that, guys."
Sausage?
No,
Oh.
there seems to be a man there that's been tied up. He goes, "Thanks for not doing that, guys. Normally I get shot at."
Is he a man or what does he look like?
He's naked.
Oh,
Nice.
And we didn't see him before,
He's like right at the end of a long corridor.
and we are short-sighted.
And you also no, he's right at the end of the long corridor. It seemed like he's just sort of like pinned up against a wall, almost used as target practice. It appeared to be a dummy initially.
Oh.
But he goes, "Thanks for not doing that, guys.
Doing what?
Sure, testing the weapons."
Oh, I really like this guy.
No
and his
worries.
voice, and I don't want him to die, and now I'm sad.
Go save him.
Let's take him with us.
We can save him.
Would you like to
Oh,
come?
seems like he's gonna die.
No, we don't know.
We can save him, Uberman.
All right. All right. What? So they're just very bad aim then, because if they're shooting at you, seems like you're not there. The no holes, you know.
Do you have any
As you
holes?
sort of like walk up, yeah, he seems
Do
like
you
a
have any
regular man.
holes?
Show us your holes.
Oh, I've got a show hole. Are you gonna kill me or something?
Show hole.
Maybe.
Okay. He tries to like
Depends how many
turn.
holes you got.
Can't quite turn around because he's stuck against the wall. You get the sense there is like viscera here. It appears like he has been, as you sort of like see the equipment here, that he has been just like a recent captive that is used for target practice that
Yeah.
they have like pulled from Earth.
Right. Okay.
Well, why don't you come along with us? We could always use
Are you
it.
escaping?
We're gonna go into it first, and then we're gonna.
We got 5 escape pods at the end. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
5 escape pods?
Maybe,
Well,
yes.
Could I take one now?
No.
No.
No,
No, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
But we got 15 minutes before this whole damn ship blows up.
Here, you can have the most powerful weapon of all to protect yourself. And I
Yeah.
hand him the vacuum cleaner. But don't use it until you're in front of him, though, because it can wipe us all out.
That vacuum I saw you just used.
Do you want to fuck? What the? You got big mouth?
Oh shit!
But you don't want the vacuum cleaner? You don't have to.
No, you release me. Let me out, and I'll just. No.
Well, you got a smart mouth on you, and we don't appreciate it.
What?
You want
What?
I don't like you anymore. I was going to give you a piggyback.
What?
Now you're not going to get one.
Are you gonna let me out though, right?
Let's leave this man with incredible eyesight to his demise.
Yeah.
And we leave.
And you leave, and you. And you can hear the screams of Mr. Sausage further down. And he goes, "Ah!"
We sprint toward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
You keep sprinting. As you sprint forward down, you arrive into what appears to have been reformed and reshaped into a giant arena. You see like sort of like hallways coming around. You see at the other end, just like armed to the teeth, as these two aliens both pacing like. And one of them raises up a hand to adjust something at the base of its like long neck as it. And you see like a little speaker start to flare up, and it says "woof, woof," and it goes. Hello, you combatants.
It was on the wrong channel.
That's very good.
I had it set to dog.
You have earned a privilege that others have failed to achieve.
Nice.
You represent the forefront of evolution on your planet and are worthy enough to face us in this arena. And both the aliens like throw their hands up and go similar to what they did on the top of those ledgers, almost like in a challenge of like combat. They say,
Or-
"Are you ready? Are you ready to face your ends? We shall use your bones, your skulls as trophies."
No, thank you.
Do you reckon we could wrap it up in 10 minutes or less?
Why?
Just we got stuff to do. Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
it's bin day. And I gotta get them goddamn bins out.
Things out, otherwise everybody's going to be cross.
Yeah.
Happened again, it's over.
It piles up, and then you gotta wait a whole week.
Colonel Sanders, you're muttering.
I was just gonna say, you don't want to mess with Glenara Council on Ben. You'll get a fine so high, you won't be able to eat out that weekend. Because your budget has been replenished.
While Colonel Sanders is talking, I kind of walk behind, and I have those fake us's. I quickly switch myself for the fake me.
I mean, to clarify, You two are still covered in alien goo.
Oh, then I don't say a fucking thing.
Okay, yeah. But you place one of your fakes.
No, because I'm not here. So just having me appear is going to be probably draw more attention.
Sure, you start to get it out, and as you start to get out, you notice they're not looking at you.
Yeah, I go, and I walk behind. And do you have the big Rubik's Cube that we made later
Yes.
before?
Yeah. And I kind of magician-like, do a little sleight of hand pass to my bloody friend.
And I try and I make my way up just to get a better vantage
As you're
point.
sneaking, and this is all working perfectly, as you're sneaking, and all of you are like on the same page here, you've managed to like clock into this alien blood shenanigans. You see Mr. Sausage. He's like tied up behind both these aliens. He goes, "Oh, thank God, all 4 of you are here!
Fucking bitch.
Thank God!"
Shut your fucking mouth, Sausage. You're an asshole, Sausage.
What?
They can't see us, you fucking moron! You just gave away the game!
But they can't. But wait a second. They can't hear him.
The alien
Communicate through smell, so I think we're fine.
But
The
then
alien
they
says, "What are you smelling right now? What are you even smelling right now?"
Quick, smell
gotta
like
keep this
smell
in.
something. Make a smell like there's only 2 other people in this room.
I don't know. I'm confused.
Mr. Sausage, you have to make a smell like you're saying. But there's only 2 people in the room.
All right.
What is a smell you only make when you're with loved ones? Your parents even, too.
Okay. You see him like clench his eyes. He's gonna do that's so crazy. It just might work. It's really low for him. He's got to get.
Can I assist by imitating his mother's voice?
Yeah, of
Who I know
course, of
intimately.
course. I'll let you do it with your. That's so crazy. It just might
Therapy.
work.
She's a therapist.
As a therapist. Okay. This is gonna be a 10.
Okay.
He's gonna try and help you. It's a 2 from him.
It's a 3 from me.
It's a 5. What do you say to him though?
Well, if I rolled a 3, I say, "Hello, Mr. Sausage. It's me, your mama. Make it smell like mummy likes it."
But she's not British.
You say it loud. Mr. Sausage goes, "What?" And the alien says, "Your purpose is finished. Stop stinking of fear." And turns around and you watch him shoot the blade between his eyes. It just pins into the wall. He's dead.
Mr. Sausage, you were the best of us. And then I do a salute.
Yeah.
That is so big
Yeah.
that it's like a propeller.
Start
On its
whipping.
own momentum.
All right. And that will kick off the violence. As
Great
you
if
start-
you just started flying. You just went up
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
helicopter.
It could be cool, Matt Jackson.
Oh,
I'll get an adrenaline of, this is going to be an adrenaline of 18. 11. Unfortunately, you start the spin. It's carrying momentum as you jump over this railway towards them. You start spinning your arm around, start flying towards them. You watch both of them just start to start to power up their weapons as they come.
Whip gloves!
You start to whip glove. What is our
I'll
Uberman?
throw the cube at him.
You throw your Rubik's
Throw it, yeah, I'm just gonna throw it.
Yeah, nice.
Oi, fuck off. I mean, hey, don't.
Okay.
You better stop it.
I'll get you 2 to start first for each of yours. Can you give me an adrenaline of 15?
18.
16.
Oh, 16. All right, so you manage to whip this Rubik's Cube as you fire down the gloves and you see the enemy goes, "This is what we've waited for." As it shoots at one of them as he tries to shoot his de-skinner at you, and it manages to be fire against these both of which one of them breaking your arm, the other one slamming into the side of him and tasing him from a distance, while you feel your skin start to be pulled from your arm.
Oh no!
To the other
Oh
side.
no!
Your Rubik's Cube lands in front of them.
Yeah.
And
Not
we'll
a good
say,
arm, hey? Not a good arm on
I'll
me.
say it lands right in front of them as
Okay.
it just pops off, and you see 4 aliens just
Oh, man.
inflatables appear in front of them and around them, and are also emitting a alien smell as some of their blood, as it seems to have translated the tech to be a soundbite for them.
Nice.
As they sort of appear confused around them and goes, "Why did the machine make this?" Is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, I got the big Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Are they kind of in the? I tried to get up around the side.
Yeah.
Are they below me a little bit?
Yeah, they are below you because you're up on a
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push both sides of the Rubik's Cube, and it's going to fold open. And where you would often see 4 decoys, you see nothing but an expanse of black. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and jump on and close the Rubik's Cube on one of them. I'm going to trap him in the...
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. I will say, because of the help this has had, you are able to do this with a... That's so crazy, it just might work. And I'm going to say this is just a 5. 2.
Oh dear.
You're falling down. It seems to see you, spots you, makes eye contact with you, but you know time has gone on. Your momentum, your jump has carried you. Is there anything you'd like to do as you crash into them to try and assist with that?
Do I have time to print something?
As you're flying through the air, we'll see as you...
I would like to... What do you print?
I was going to say,
What
if
do
you
you print?
print like 100 of the alien Rubik's Cubes
Yes.
and just fill the room with inflatable aliens.
I print 100 of those Rubik's cubes.
You just set it to like print last, repeat.
And this isn't slow motion falling through the air. It's just me
bashing the button.
But you got to.
You're riding it like fully like riding.
Can we have a time check as well? How long do we have?
You have like if we see like in the corner of the screen like for a moment, or we do like the full like 24 like blackout come back up. You have like 3 minutes as it ticks down to like 3:59, 3:58, and you see like with each second push, it's like another Rubik's Cube that's like flying out of this 3D printer. I will allow you. You got a 3.
Yeah.
Trying to hit a 10. I will allow you a tactics. If you can make up a tactics of 7 to add to that, we'll say that you managed to fall onto him with your Rubik's Cube of Darkness. 10. These Rubik's Cubes flying out. There's hundreds of these aliens in this room now. They smell completely disoriented. As it looks up at you, it is being like squashed, moved into place. It knows you're coming, but it can't maneuver out of the way because of the floor space in this room has been fully taken up by inflatable duplicates of itself. As you slam down and envelop him in this strange makeshift rocks and rope Rubik's Cube. What happens?
I shout, "Hey, alien! It's hip to be square."
And we come for an ad break. And we return as you say this over this struggling, as it's trapped inside the Rubik's Cube, as it's like been completely balled up inside it. This strange amalgam that you made has like doubled in size, wrapping one of these aliens. You see the other alien that has started to deglove your arm. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to make a. How do you want to try to evade / cancel this?
So it's pulling my skin off, right, of my arm, right here. Well, look, I've had in my
You're
pocket,
tasing it at the same time.
I'm tasing it at the same time, but in my pocket this whole time, I've had a straight shot of bull semen.
Of course.
Yeah.
Which would give me so much adrenaline.
Yes.
That I, like Batman in The Batman.
Yes.
I jam it into my leg, fill myself with bull semen, and then just try to manipulate my skin back onto its arm.
Oh my god.
That's pretty crazy.
It's so crazy
No.
that it just might work.
That's gonna be just. I'll be kind. I will say that this is a 5 for you.
Thank you. Remember, I had the bull semen.
You had the bull semen, I suppose.
And then it's a 2.
You have a leg full of bull semen and you have an arm with no skin.
Ow!
It fills your leg and it hurts and it's not blood and your arm skin just goes and flies
Can we
off.
say that maybe the leg gets impregnated, maybe you get a little calf?
Take your bow, sir!
Oh my god. Wow. Oh
very
my
good.
god. But this alien, this alien turns. It is struggling to see as it like pushes through the duplicates. But unfortunately, there's a beat of silence as it remains still. And you have lost it. And you are in a room, a forest full of duplicates of this alien with one left.
Ooh. Marco.
And you feel the like almost the tick down. You hear the spacecraft just like 2 minutes remaining.
Jesus. Has anyone seen that old movie Avengers Endgame? In that they do a thing where they bust a hole in the ship to suck
it out.
To suck it out.
Suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could do an Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Is that what your character said?
No.
He's just making that suggestion in his mind.
He thinks about it. He
But he's a
thinks
bit
Thinks about it.
self-conscious. He's
Yeah.
like, maybe I shouldn't say this.
Maybe I shouldn't say that's not a good idea.
I don't know. That's one thought.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
could have literally said something from like, you know, when we got the brief that was like, it's kind of like aliens.
Well, the joke that I was doing was that in Avengers Endgame, he goes, "You seen that old movie Aliens?" And then he does it.
Oh. I didn't get it.
Walmart Mastercard.
Hello.
You are feeling like, as you've like hurled this, you are down in sort of like the pit, the main central area, whereas you two are sort of next to each other, sort of back to back, waiting for this alien to rush around. You see like one of these aliens turn as it is not the dummy, it is not the duplicate, but you are the alone other one to see it. And as it says, it goes. Walmart Mastercard. Who let you out of your cage?
I don't know these guys. Here's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And you tell me whether it's okay if I'm trying to do this.
And it's worth mentioning, your stats are incredible.
They're really
You
good.
have you have a maximum stats of everything.
Yeah. Wow. So all of the Majirukus have been used, yeah? But they've all
of
been.
the Rubik's cubes have been used.
All right. Here's what I want to do. So the alien blow-ups,
They're all still around. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's almost it's a detriment to you because it's like you are alone in a forest full of blow-ups of them, and you alone can see which is the true alien.
So the one that's
as
close-
it
yeah.
levels up, it's like weaponry at you.
the one that's closest to me.
Yes.
I'm gonna push it down, right? Push it down on its side. I'm gonna jump as hard as I can on it to bounce myself up
Yeah.
onto the alien's neck. Remember, I have two leg guards.
Yes.
And I'm gonna do a fucking, when there's like when there's a big, sexy, muscly Japanese lady, and you told me about them.
throwing Tom under the bus.
Just this pervert talks about it.
And they're like, oh yeah, I could crush you. I could.
Okay,
crush
yeah,
you
you
with my
go for a
thighs.
full
Yeah.
iron thigh situation.
Yeah, I didn't just say Japanese. They have strong lady Japanese restaurants,
Strong ladies
In
from
Jap-
all over the world.
but in Japan they say,
Specific
look at these
restaurants.
very strong.
So
ladies.
so Walmart Mastercard thinks back to the times he spent at these Japanese restaurants, and he hurls himself onto one of these inflatables, springing, flipping, legs forward, thighs akimbo, to lock around this worm's neck.
Yeah.
You managed to get that, but let's
Yeah.
see.
And then I heard the cool thing that you said before, and then what the word that you said when you were killing that alien.
Oh, yeah, something
Yeah.
cubed or something.
And
Yeah.
To be square.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
what's-
then I say, nasty leg you, have a good foot.
Like, give me an adrenaline of 12 for this disoriented creature. 7. You go to try and break its neck as you do this, as you squeeze your thighs and go like, and you watch as its full tubular neck just bends sideways.
Yeah.
As it turns back the other way. No bones in this neck. But you all see riding on its shoulders now your hero, Walmart Mastercard, fighting with the real alien. What are the three of you doing?
My character remembers that there's like this crazy restaurant in Japan where like women have like tiny little explosives that they put in their mouths and it blows their heads off.
Yeah.
So what I do is I go and then like a real like, I take it out and I go, Walmart, and I flick it over. I try and like flick it.
The little firecracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you aiming for anywhere in particular?
I want to throw it to him, not somewhere it would be easy for him to catch, somewhere where he would have to kind of like very coolly. Like,
Okay,
jump
all
and
right.
grab it.
I will say, can you both give me a combined explosives roll here?
Okay.
You're gonna need to hit a 16 to go.
12 for a bust.
5.
Yay!
You catch the explosives
Yep. Got
instinctually.
it. The firecracker.
What do you do with it?
Oh.
How do you kill this alien?
Oh.
Okay, well, to open up its mouth, its senses, right? I take out the eagle heart
Yes.
that I've had in my pocket from the start, and I
Still
squeeze
fighting.
it. I squeeze it as hard as I can so that the smell of the blood of the heart of an eagle
It goes, as its head turns upwards, it lets out a cry, and you see something in you, psychologically, physiologically. You would know this creature's anus is in the back of its throat.
Fuck yeah!
You ram the firecracker down, and a small explosion is all it takes, as long as you pick the right part. This explosion just. What the fuck? You put a firecracker up my ass. Fucks! As it starts to bleed out and die in this chamber.
That's a full character arc for you. Beautiful. I would like to print an 4-seated escape pod.
You start jamming it into the 3D printer. With the time that you had, it's just like a minute coming down as you. It's coming out long. It's coming out skinny from this 3D.
That's all like behind each other.
Yeah, it's like a bobsled that you're printing out as it's coming out
It's
of
like
it.
that terrible submarine that Elon Musk wanted to make to get those kids out of the cave.
Yes, but it's
remember?
us
And then
out
he
of
was-
space.
And then he was like, well, that guy wanted to use his skills as a cave diver. He's obviously a pedophile, not me though. I wanted to make a submarine.
This is all information the 3D printer is like giving you as it's printing out.
Do you remember when Elon Musk called that hero a pedophile?
Yes, of course we do.
I wanted to put those kids in a watertight can.
The glass sort of encapsulated over it. You've managed to produce this as you.
Can I fit the printer in, or is it just for you?
I will say you give me a tactics of
Print a smaller
16.
printer.
You give me a tactics of 16.
I forget how smart you are sometimes.
13.
13.
It can't fit inside it.
I print a smaller printer.
You tell it to print itself. The AI of it starts to get confused as it understands, like, make myself, but a creator. What would that make me?
You're a printer, print yourself, please.
Can I not come?
Can I not come with you?
You'll come later.
As it prints out a smaller part of itself, you see the smaller printer turn back and say, Papa, Papa. As you bring it into the escape pod, it's on your lap.
I turn it off.
Yes. You see a little sad face emoji as it turns off. And you're all put into this bobsled pod. You see up on the screen, it says,
the rhythm, feel the
1
rhythm.
life form remaining. As it zooms into the testing range, it goes, you guys coming back for me?
Yes.
Yeah, you just hold tight, brother. We're on our way.
Yes! I swear I was dead!
Oh, God.
No, we're not going to.
You slam launch.
Your acting fooled me.
Slam launch as your the boosters on the back of this blood set just absolutely rocket and shatter outside of the wall of this chamber. The room completely decompresses, and 400 inflatable alien balloons all fall around you, floating in air as you're jetting towards Earth.
400 alien balloons. Look at all them out in space. You guys remember Nena?
Oh, Nana.
Nena. Nothing. Don't worry.
As you rocket back down to Earth, landing, skidding across the dunes, you all emerge out, feeling the adrenaline pumping, the blood weeping from your open arm.
Damn. God damn it, it stings.
You all trudge to an extraction point. A helicopter lets down its cables. This is where you were meant to bring your hostage if you could. You see one of the soldiers starting to lift all of you up and goes, "How'd it go?"
Sausage got boiled, brother.
And then right as everybody is climbing in through the door of the helicopter, I try and do a really cool jump into the door. I go straight up into the blood.
No roll needed. As you get up, you swing. You're gonna sleep yourself in. You're all covered in the blood and viscera
I think it's
of Walmart Mastercard.
Yeah, I don't think Walmart would have understood the decades of change since he was beamed up. I think this is for the best.
Yeah, and I snatch some of his skin,
Yes!
slap it on my arm.
Fully glove it back on.
Yeah.
Now, as in the years that follow, or I'd say actually rather than years, in the days that follow, what happens is each of you return home.
All eyes on me.
Oh, sorry. You
put
put
on
your
your
sunglasses
glasses
on in a way that was like really cool.
Gruber.
just an adjustment. Well, I go to a grocery store.
Yeah.
I go to the spice section. Pick out a bunch of spices. I go to the post box. Put them in a little package.
Yeah.
And I send them to Colonel Sanders. And I go, "Dear brother, I know you only thought it was 7 originally."
We cut to Colonel Sanders sitting in a dark room. He's handed a letter. He opens it. He's weeping.
I know you only thought it was 7.
I did.
And then you realized later it was 11.
11. Yeah.
And you said something about your life's work disappearing, even though it was just very basic grocery store items. So I wanted to get you a little gift. It's the 11 herbs and spices you've been searching for. They've known the secret recipe for quite a while for KFC. It's not that hard to find. Anyway, have a good one.
Third act.
And it's also you writing. Like, we see the letter scrolling up. There's a lot of,
We had a great time. Goodbye, my friend.
I hold the letter to my chest.
Yeah.
And I say out loud because that's what's needed. I say, what a kind act from a beautiful man. Alas, I've moved on to different occupations. And you turn around.
Yeah.
And I have printed so many printers. Quite the operation
Of tiny
of
prints.
tiny, increasingly smaller printers.
Oh, God.
It's like a babushka doll.
Yeah, and it's the camera. It's almost like like an illusion puzzle as it fades in and out and in and out and in and out. And Rondo Feelgood. Where do we see him in a few days?
It's sunrise
Yeah.
in a great big what looks like a park, but when the light comes through, you realize it's a cemetery. And Rondo walks through with now just a regular suit, a bit dirty, no more garb. His hair's grown back a bit because it grows very fast.
Flex.
Yeah, grows very fast, too fast for him. But he walks up to a gravesite, and it says on the tomb, "Here lies Margery Feelgood, the inventor of the Rubik's Cube." And he pats it and goes, I'm back, baby. And I brought you a friend. And he gets out a little fold-up chair and he whips it out on top of, and puts it on the chair, on top of the grave. And then he gets out a little urn.
Oh.
And he puts it on top of the chair. He says, "Take a seat." And he kisses both of them.
Yeah, the urn of Bobo Clean Fantastic sits with your wife once more, and you see the urn a little heavy as it's there. Puts a crack in the gravestone.
Yeah. And then she comes out.
She's alive. And the camera fades to black.
Yeah.
And as we sort of like we get a
Oh no! I was just gonna say that.
Walmart Mastercard.
Yeah, you see a woman opening up a letter and
Didn't
says,
he die?
"Oh, good news!
Oh, yes.
Good news, little ones! They found your father. That's what it says at the start of this letter.
Oh my
Let me
goodness!
Read the rest of it.
Mama, keep going.
Mama, read the rest of the letter to us. Oh no. Oh well. At least that dog is dead.
The dog you hated.
Yeah, the dog.
There's photos of it all across the wall.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I.
Wow.
She's sad.
The sad family
Yeah,
of
the sad
Walmart
family, yeah.
Mastercard. And many sad families that all your characters leave behind.
Yeah.
And as we
I
sort
loved his haircut.
of, we drift out of the
his
window.
bush.
He always wanted. There's a family portrait of them together. He's like fully naked. You just see the top of his bush. It's just like gathered around with all of them. As we sort of zoom out of the window of that, out from the city where that family stays, out into the atmosphere, there we see like floating in space. We see floating in space the eviscerated corpse that got sort of torn apart inside your Rubik's Cube with the other alien. And the two parts of it start to grow. And we see a quick cut of each of the aliens that you killed in the desert. Now 2 aliens forming, slightly skinnier, slightly shorter. As this evil lives
Damn
on
it.
in your world.
Dry aliens.
And that is the end of this finale of Trope RPG Stalker.
Holy cow.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Sorry I made so many sad families.
No, they needed to be there.